I hate to say this, but let's start back over. Whenever you're ready, Miss Diamond, you can start over.
Okay, are you recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold up, before you. Gotcha. Hi, this is Diamond Cherie. I will be conducting Miss Fiona interview today. I do have Miss Lydia, Mr. Jericho, Maddie, Ferrer, Fiorello, I'm sorry. I also have Dr. Michael, Dr. K, and also Dr. Kim that will be helping me conduct this interview on today. Miss Fiona, could you drop all 20 of your macros in the chat? Please drop 1 to 20 and make sure they're 2 to 3 seconds apart so you don't get spam in the chat.
One deal.
All right, great job. Thank you so much. And now I will have Dr. Michael read the RP rules. Michael, do you have the HP rules ready?
Could you get the HP rules? I can get the RP. I mean the MD and the RP.
HP and MD, you just do RP. All right, HP rules are. The resuscitate patients in the streets or in a hospital, PvP, blue territory, or army base. Do not serve patients with their weapons drawn. Do not stand or sit on the main lobby floor. Do not go AFK while on duty. 3-day ban, demotion, and off once return. Only 2 staff members may be at each desk in a rank order from brown, maroon, blue, white, and green. Up to 3 million up down the hallway, also in rank order. If your medication wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If the wait is under 5 minutes, wait in the cafeteria. Do not use the front door. Only rank 6 or up means through the front, and only rank 7 and up means the front parking lot. Do not spawn the bus. You must have the permission of DCP, Deputy Chief Physician, or CP Chief Physician's permission. Regular checks are mandatory. Keep an eye on the chat and always reply with a 10-4 copy macro. You do not attend the PvP territories without a rank 7 or higher. Do you have any questions for the HP rules?
No.
Michael, go ahead with RP.
Okay, your RP rules. There are only 3 of them. And they are as followed. I totally lost them as soon as I freaking. Okay, here they are. RP 13. Non-faction in RP faction actions means non-role playing faction actions, violating role-playing conduct within factions, including the unwarranted release of players from jail, punishment, dismissal from faction, and/or 30 minutes in jail, up to a 3-day account ban. RP14, sexual harassment. Any form of sexual actions, including simulations, exploit dialogue or actions, the use of ethnic and/or LGBTQIA plus slurs, stalking other players, or excessive verbal details and descriptions with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with prior consent of all participating individuals. Even with prior consent, such role-playing actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by other players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, work zone, parking lots, etc. Punishment is 60 minutes mute of voice and text chat, or an account ban ranging from 24 hours or to 30 days. RP 15 is provoking faction members, intentionally provoking members of any faction for entertainment or with the intent or to disrupt the faction's operations. It's 30 minutes in jail. RP 16 is criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts committed against emergency personnel's punishment from 90 minutes in jail or up to a 12-hour account ban. Do you understand those RP rules?
Yeah, I don't have any questions.
Alright, you're gonna go ahead and read to you the MD rules now. MD1, refusing to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the medical staff, including situations when armed players are present at the scene. Or punishment, one reprimand. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations. Selling medications or resuscitating players in a situation that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, including but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, or a turf war. Punishment, one warning. MD3, complying with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. Punishment from one warning to one reprimand, depending on the faction leader's decision at that point in time. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. Punishment, one warning from the faction leadership. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. Punishment, one reprimand or dismissal, depending on the faction leader's decision at the point in time. MD 4.2, non-compliance of orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to turn the chain of command within the faction. Punishment, one reprimand from the faction leadership. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, and or fist without an RP reason is a punishment, dismissal from the factions. MD 5, use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment, dismissal from the factions. MD 6, criminal activity. Intentionally associating with gangs committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, or murder, or joining factions during activities or medical participation is not intended. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD 7, use of service vehicles for personal purposes. Using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. Punishment, one warning. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. Punishment, one warning. MD 8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Issued medical certificates instead of the hospital issued medical certificates for monetary compensations, such as selling medkits and pills outside of green zones out in the world when you're not performing CPR or inside of the hospital is prohibited. Punishment, one warning. Do you have any questions for the MD rules?
No.
Alright, it's HP rules now. First rule, do not resuscitate patient in streets around the hospital. PvP terrorists.
We've already read.
Sorry.
Yeah, we read all the rules. You want to proceed with the questionnaires?
Okay, gotcha. First question, could you provide us the reason why you would like to join the nursing program here?
I would like to join the nursing program here is to help our civilians out in the world to get their medication when needed and help them inside HP.
All right, thank you for that. And are you aware that we do have meetings Monday through Saturday? Are you aware of that?
No, this is my first time hearing this.
All right, so it's Monday through Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So Monday through Friday, you said?
Monday through Saturday. I'm sorry.
Okay, 5 p.m. Most of the Monday through Friday, well, Friday through Tuesday, I'm usually at work IRL from 9 p.m. to 5:30 in the morning.
If you're online, then it's mandatory. But if you are offline, it is not mandatory for you to join us. But if you are online at the time, it is mandatory for you to join us. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. And I will give my shadows the floor to ask their 2 questions. I will start with Miss Lydia.
Thank you, Diamond. Okay, first question is, if you're on emergency runs and you see that the person you are there to pick up, you picked up the person, and now there's another person asking to be picked up, what do you do?
Finish with the first patient I'm with and then wait for another call to leave?
Yes, that would be correct. What macros, can you throw up the macros that you use before you go out on emergency runs?
Oh, we haven't been over that with her yet. So could you ask her another question?
Sure. How do you handle a difficult coworker?
Well, I will handle them in the most respectful manner I can, and if I can't handle that situation, I'll go up to the higher ups so they can deal with the situation further on.
Also, I just want to inform you that you should definitely record and report.
Also, if you want the micros that you use before you go on a medical report are in service and going on medical runs.
Okay, got it.
All right, Mr. Jericho, could you ask your 2 questions?
Yeah, sure. Hi, good morning, Miss Diamond. Thank you for that.
You-
And good morning, Miss Fiona. Welcome to our HV hospital. Yes, I prepared some 2 questions for you. Don't worry, it is all about the HP rules, okay? And just relax and have a. My first question is this: if you go AFK on your duty, what are your punishment will you get?
A warning.
Yeah, I repeat my question. If you go AFK while on your duty, what punishment you will get?
It's okay.
I do believe if you go AFK while on duty, you would get like in trouble, like get warning, verbal warning from the higher up.
All right, so you will get a 3-day ban, and it's a possibility that your funds that you did make will be resetted.
AFK means away from keyboard, which means that you will be on the game, not doing anything, getting points and getting money, and not participating in any medical facility things. You just be standing there, not doing anything. If you do that and you get caught, it will be a 3-day ban and no funds returned.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mr. Chair, you can ask your last question.
Sure. This is my last question, Fiona. Can you please give me a rank order if you want to sell your medicines in the desk or down the hallway? Can you please give me a rank order, please?
Miss Fiona, do you know the order of the ranks on this when you are on floor 1, the order?
I do believe it's, I don't know all the colors. I know it's maroon, blue, maroon, green, white, and I think there's another color. I don't know the other color though, but I know green is last. I do believe.
All right, so the rank order that it should be when you are seated at the desk by rank order, it's brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green.
Correct.
All right, so that is the rank order. So that means if someone that is higher than you would like to take a seat at the desk, you will have to let them take a seat at a desk. Now, if another chair is available beside them, that's when you can take the next chair. If that next chair isn't provided, you can either go in the hallway. Now, if the hallway is full of 3 people, that means you will have to go on med runs or do emergency deliveries. Savage, could you please leave from floor 2? We are conducting an interview.
Apologies.
It's okay. All right, Miss Maddie, could you provide her with 2 questions?
How many people are allowed behind the desk?
Two people or however many are asked to be behind the desk.
It's going to be 2 per desk in rank order.
So that's a total of 4. All right, Maddie, you can ask your second question.
My second question is, when do you spawn the bus?
Repeat that.
When can you spawn the bus?
I don't think I have got that far.
All right. You can tell her if you know.
Never spawn the bus.
All right, so you cannot spawn the bus unless a higher rank, I do believe it's level 7, will have to give you permission to spawn the bus, and you know, you could be dismissed if you spawn the bus without permission. So basically, don't spawn the bus.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Ferrero, I hope I say your name right, I'm sorry. Could you provide me with 2 questions? Well, Miss Fiona with 2 questions.
Yes, ma'am. So, good evening, everybody. This is Perello, so I'm ready for my 2 questions. So, okay, my first question is gonna be, what will you do if you're in the CPR run and you get a call, if you get your destination and you see 3 people in the ground, the one gonna be police, the second gonna be medic, and the third gonna be a gang member, which one you gonna pick first?
Wait, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
I say if you're in the CPR run and you get a call, if you get in the location, if you see 3 people in the ground, the one gonna be police, the second gonna be medic, and the third gonna be a gang member, which one you gonna pick first?
I'll go on the first run that I'm being called.
That's correct. And my second question gonna be, what is the port location we're not allowed to go there? And I mean, we're not allowed to use CPR there, and not allowed to go there too.
Can you repeat that?
What is the port location we're not allowed to use CPR?
We can't do CPR outside of HP.
No, what location we're not allowed to use CPR? Like we can use CPR there.
She was correct. You can't
she
use.
was right.
Yeah,
She
you
was right
can't.
with HP, and what else? Do you know the other location? Alright, so the other locations, not at the gang house or on the military base, right?
On floor 1.
Oh yeah. I
Also,
forgot.
person versus person's territory. Person versus person's territory.
Alright, doctors, do you have any questions for Miss Fiona?
No, I think you guys did very well, and she did as well.
Alright, well, thank you so much, and this conducts Miss Fiona interview.